Hello everyone, today I'm going to be comparing two games, Roblox BALTHAZAR and Combat Warriors, and it's going to be based on preference, not the game itself. Starting out, we got Combat Warriors. This game has around 6 to 8 players daily and mostly full servers. The description states that it's a bloody and gory melee ranged fighting weapon game. Combat Warriors is, well, Combat Warriors. You got your heavy and light weapons. There's also bows in the game. The standard longbow, crossbow, and the heavy bow. It does stupid amounts of damage for just a ranged weapon. But I digress because it requires accuracy. The combat system is pretty simple. You just run up to players and slash them with your weapon. Easy as that. There's also a weapon system. There's also a parry system in which if you block the attack at just the right time, the enemy will get stunned and allows you to attack with no consequence. However, there's just one thing wrong with this parry system. It almost doesn't work the way you want it to. Most of the time, the parry won't block the attack, and the weapon will just go right through. Combat Warriors also has an issue with client-sided servers, where one player gets an advantage with their region. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems to be that their weapons get stupid range than mine. I don't know if it's my issue or something, but as I was saying, it can get frustrating sometimes and it doesn't work the way you want it to. Where if you get 8 kills in a row, you can receive a spec drop, and if you get 14 kills in a row, you can get a mythical weapon, ranging from either the energy blade or the sea beast. Please pick these two, I don't know. It's just for one life, it can go two ways. Either you fail instantly with your new weapons, or go on a rampage and cook everyone on the server. Or I guess if you just want to pay to win. Combat Warriors is an alright game from time to time, but the combat system is standard to most things and is practically just based on what you do. Whether you just chill at the beach side in Crossroads, or if you go on a rampage like Jason Voorhees, it's entirely up to you. But due to some decisions, devs decided to give little to no originality. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Not too good, but not too bad either. Next game is BALTHAZAR. This game has around 300 to 500 players daily, and it has small servers but for good reason. The description states that BALTHAZAR is an unfinished melee ranged Souls-like combat-inspired fighting game. What is a Souls-like game? Well, if you ever played or seen Dark Souls, the combat system is entirely like that. In the game, you have your heavy, light, and ranged weapons, and another category, medium weapons. Just like Combat Warriors, each weapon is unique in their own way. In the game, you'll spawn your loadout in the same way as Combat Warriors, but there are a few key differences in BALTHAZAR. You spawn in with 2 miscellaneous items instead of 3. You'll spawn in with 2 support items instead of 3, mostly just either a grenade or a shuriken, and a bandage since there's no other healing items. Each weapon has their own full animation when you attack, rather than just 3 different swings. and each attack can vary between either 3 swings to 6 swings. Each weapon has their own special attack. Baneblade doesn't have a special attack, but instead increases the range of the swing. This is good for long distance combat or crowds. The parry system is its own thing as well. Back then you could just block attacks at the cost of your stamina, but now it's basically the same thing as Combat Warriors, having to block at the right time. However, unlike Combat Warriors, you can block abilities and projectiles, albeit with a cooldown. You can also block attacks with no cooldown, such as Spear's first and third part of the heavy attack, the War Axe's heavy attack, and the Yoru's heavy attack and the follow-up heavy. You can also do stupid stuff like this. Again with the parry! BALTHAZAR doesn't have mythical weapons or guns, but it does have unique drops from time to time. Every now and then, a C-130 goes by and drops a crate at a random location, depending on the map. And it'll either drop an RPG-7, an M202 Flash, or an MGL. It will have limited ammo. Now, just like Combat Warriors, it does have some issues with servers. The region is always ping dependent. I'll always choose the region that I'm always in, so I won't have bad lag whenever I'm playing the game. But then again, it may not be the lag, but the ping. It's still in alpha state, so do expect some bugs and other things that may cause issues with your server. Overall, BALTHAZAR is a really good game for the state as an alpha. It still suffers from issues that the devs are currently working on, but then again, it's still a really good game. It has potential, and I believe the devs can work on it. 8 out of 10. Now, between the two games, what do I think about them? Well, it's alright. I'm not usually that type of guy to debate the two games on its own, because I believe in diversity in gaming. But if I were to choose which one to play first, Combat Warriors. It would introduce them to aspects of combat and how its competitive nature why can't them to the combat aspects and how it has competitive nature in it. But in the state Combat Warrior currently is, it might not be fair for new players. But there's always beginner servers where newer players can play. As for BALTHAZAR, play it after you get the hang of Combat Warriors. It also has beginner servers, but it's mostly Singapore servers. Don't play that first if you're not in that region. There are standard servers, so you can play for yourself. Okay, that's what I think between BALTHAZAR and Combat Warriors. Okay, bye bye.